Hey guys, what's up? It's Firefly here, and I'm back again for another patch point 76 notes analysis and my thoughts. So let's get into it basically. So basically in this patch, what Riot's trying to do is they're just basically trying to change Aatrox and buff back the Warlord Bloodlust changes. They're tweaking it, and they're also trying to tweak the AD carries. And basically, it's just stuff, a bunch of stuff getting buffed. They're saying and not nerfed, and whatever Riot's saying here. So it's just basically that. So let's just start reading into the first change. Alright, Galio came out. I made a Galio video. You can check up here on the left if you want to check that out over here for the Galio video. I made a video talking about Galio's kit, and I did a little semi-in-depth analysis, a little bit talking about what I think about Galio and what I think he's going to be doing in the game. So let's go with Aatrox. Aatrox, so basically what they're trying to do with Aatrox here in this patch is they're basically trying to change his base health, buff it up, and lower his Q cooled CDR, and buff his blood price. Because basically in the previous patch, I thought that the change that they were gonna do, and also Riot intended that the change were gonna buff Aatrox. But what happened was he's so reliant on stacking his blood wall, and his blood wall is like a bar where he has to stack it up to the full amount. That in order to get to that full amount, he basically can't revive without it. So basically Aatrox is useless because he's never gonna get to stacking up his blood wall, and then basically this causes Aatrox to become like he doesn't even have a passive anymore. So Aatrox was already in a bad spot, and now he doesn't have a passive anymore. So these changes are hoping to fix that. I think the Bella base house is nice for that, and I think that the Q change is going to help, and the blood price is going to help too, but it's not really going to help the core problem Aatrox has as being a one-dimensional diver champ, where champions like Fiora, who can do sustain tanking and sustain dueling way better than him, are way more viable. Alright, so next we're going to go look into Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath, they're basically buffing his bonus health per stack later into the game, so it scales better from 100, from 80, 110 to 140, to 80, 120, 120, and 160. And this is going to help him up for a little bit later. They already buffed the launch patch where he can, I think it's infinitely scaling stacks, and if he gets on champion kills. And they also buffed his monster minion cap, which will help him out get a little extra health. And which will help too, because once he gets more points into that more stacks will help him be stronger in Hanker as a whole, which is going to be good for his kit. Alright, Fiddlesticks. Like, all these champions here, they're just all, honestly, in really awful states. And it's kind of appreciated to see Riot trying to touch them up and fix them with Galio reworks. And they also reworked, they're also going to rework Urgot as well, which is something that I never thought would happen, so it's really nice. Alright, Fiddlesticks. So basically, they want to basically fix Fiddlesticks, because right now, since he's not having a good time in the jungle, new jungle camps are harder for him to clear, and other junglers are just destroying Fiddlesticks, and he's not even, like, relevant. Like, if we see a Fiddlesticks in the game, you're assuming he's trolling. So, that's never a good thing. So, Q Terrify. So, Q's Terrifying cast range got buffed by 50, which is going to be really nice. For X's Terrifying, it's not anything special. Like, 50 range is like, wow, it'll help him a little bit situations, but it's not that crazy. If drain targets die before channel completes the remaining duration, oh, that's cool. So I guess it's basically if he kills target drain, he can use it again. That's a nice quality of life of buff chase, but it's still not going to fix what Fiddlesticks' main problems is. Alright, Gnar. So they're saying that they have the same health regen. So basically what they're trying to do is they're basically trying to make Nini health regen up per 5 seconds. And the health growth stat for Mini up as well. And then they're going to lower Mega Gnar. Oh, so they want to just basically make them the same health regen. I guess they wanted to have them all more balanced. So basically that, because in most of the time when you play Gnar, he's going to be in the mini form. So when you have the mini form, you're going to be getting a good amount of health regen, and then when you're in the mega form, this 6.5 is nice because it's larger, but you're not going to be getting as much, so this trade-off is a lot better for Gnar players as a whole. And then the health regen stat, growth stat is a lot better too, because it's just like, you're going to be basically this form more, and it's going to help. Mega Gnar can now Q another spell during E is cast. Oh, that's sick. So what you're going to see a lot of things is that Mega Gnar is going to be able to do E-ulti combo or EW where you can do your stun while you jump up, and it's going to do some cast animations similar to the Kha'Zix when he jumps in and uses QE animation and jumps out. It's going to be a similar thing to that, so that's going to be cool to see. Help Gnar out, because I haven't seen Gnar in like years. It's like the only champion that I can think that I haven't seen less than Naruto is probably Garen. Alright, MF. So what they did last patch was they destroyed MF, like basically they nerfed everything about MF. Nerfed lethality, nerfed death fires, nerfed her double up, nerfed her core, and basically MF fell down in play rate. Because before she was actually pretty good. What's what they're trying to do to fix it? Damage, up by... Alright, so they just buffed the damage up a little bit, If my piece could be nice, but still not as good as their old Q. I don't know why they changed the old Q, because yeah, it was strong, but like, it wasn't, as an 80 carry, it wasn't that strong, like, compared to other champions, like, other than, like, Syndra, who can one-shot. Like, I remember on PB, Syndra was supposed to get nerfed. They had all the nerfs lined up for Syndra. They had everything ready. They had her R to get reduced. But then they're like, at the last time, like, no, we don't want to ruin the core of Syndra's kit. It's fine if she can one-shot 80s. And then they just take off MF, who's like one of the only good 80s back then when lethality patch with Varus and Jhin. And then they nerf her, which is really stupid. And I think Riot, they just have like a vendetta against ADCs or some type of thing, because I don't know what they're doing here. So what it does is it scales better and it gives more 80 ratio, but it's still not going to fix the main problem that MF has. Especially since now she has to crit in order for it to do more damage. It basically defers off her main damage route, which before you can just get like no crit and then have a double off bounce off of something and you do some sick kills and plays. And I honestly just don't really like what they did to this. No longer pauses. Oh, that's pretty good. So basically, when MF is running, because normally when you gotta use make it rain, you stop for a second, and it just goes in quality life change, which is really nice. An ally back holding the bar rather drops. Oh, that's interesting. So if Orianna uses, let's say, Orianna goes in on a tank with E command protect. If an ally dies while holding the ball, it drops into place rather than returning to Orianna. So let's say Malphite ults in, he dies. The ball's still there. Let's say the Malphite was low when he ulted in, you shielded him. He dies, you can still do that sick ulti combo and just fuck or destroy up the enemy. So that's really nice. Alright, let's take a picture, paint picture, blah blah blah. Alright, W heightened senses. Alright, bonus attack speed on Harrier proc. Oh, this is actually interesting. Because now when you use your W, when you get your Harrier proc, you get 80% attack speed. So it might make it interesting. Like in some scenarios, if you wanted to like an auto-based coin maybe, go Boturk and just max your W and get bonus attack speed. That would be really interesting to see. It's just an interesting change. And Sky Strike, wow, they gutted this. Instead of doing 100, it's only 40. Wow, this is gonna hurt Quintop a lot. This is really huge. Less damage in her overall combo. That's what they're trying to hurt and target. After putting at least 1 point in behind the lines, Quinn responds as a Valor. Responds after Valor. Oh, that's cool. So basically, when Quinn responds, she now becomes, you don't have to charge up your R. It's a quality change, but this is going to really hurt Quinn. I think she's going to follow the favor of meta a little bit. She's still good if you know what you're doing with Quinn, but it's going to really hurt her Butters combo, which is like basically what Quinn has in the mid game. Because she's basically oppress early game, get a really good mid game snowball before late game happens. So it's going to be interesting. Good Quinn players will be able to use this still. Alright, let's go with Varus. Oh my. This is interesting. So what they did basically is they took off the nurse. They were basically acknowledging the nurse were a little bit hard, and the refunded CDR recovery. They're hesitant about the CDR refund. But right now Varus he just got gutted. Like patch. Like any lethality Varus build or any sniping Varus build is basically dead at this point because 20 seconds is so inefficient. And I remember one time I was playing Varus and I was in a game and when we were trying to go and if we were doing an early game fight and I used my Q as Varus and then I couldn't use my Q for the rest of the early game fight because the CDR is just that long. And I think this is going to be a really good change because if you get CDR, which Varus usually gets sometimes, I think when he goes for the Yomu's build, he gets CDR, a little bit of CDR, and you might get CDR later into the game depending on what you itemize. It won't affect with the 4 seconds that you have, so it's going to give him... So good Varus will be rewarded. If you're able to get that auto with the Blade Strike proc, you get the 4 seconds off. And then you'll be able to get more arrows out, and it'll help with DPS. Because honestly, those changes were too harsh, I think, to Varus, plus all the other nerfs, so he basically died out. Alright. So, yeah. Alright, Warlords of Bloodlust. So basically what they're saying is, 7.5 updates the word load of blah blah. Basically, they basically want to make it impactful in the moment, and they basically want it to have a lot of sustain. And they're basically what they're trying to target with this Warlords of Bolas change. Basically, when you hit a tank, it's total lifesteal. So like, let's say you hit a tank and the tank's super tanky, you do only 200 damage to the tank, right? But instead of doing like, let's say I don't know, 600 you would do on a squishy, 600 damage on a squishy, and normally when you hit that 600, right, and you get that 40%, 50% lifesteal on that, you get 600 health, right? But only on that the tank, you get 200 damage, so you only get 100 back. So instead of being that lifesteal, it's getting the total 80, and they buffed the 80 early. So this is actually a big buff, because you may think, oh, 50% is less, right? But then it's ignoring armor, so it's ignoring armor, so it's like the total damage you have, which is really, really, really good. And they made it higher early, so this is an overall really good buff for Warlord of Bolas, and I think it's going to do well in the next patch. And I think that's it for the patch. They're going to have rotating Nexus Siege coming in, and the League of Legends client updates coming out, so that's going to be interesting to see. And I started, the patch has been out for a little while, the client looks fucking sick. It's so cool. When you go into a game and you see the map out, it just looks really amazing. And you can see like what side you're on, and it's like really cool, like a miniature summoner riff right in your face before you enter the game on the new client. So yeah, and I think that's about it. Yep. Oh, and let's look at the skins. Oh my god, what are you adding? They're adding chromas for the old price. Old April Fool's skins. They're having April Fools, so these are the skins. Let's see, the screenshot. Pubma, I really want to get this skin. I'm actually gonna probably do a screen. I'm gonna probably do like a 80k review for Pubma, because he honestly looks very, very, very cool. They're also having the cool Alistair skill with the udders. You can't melt those as a joke. You have the Kennen skin, which is really cool, and then a Toy Renekton skin. So it's gonna be really cool to see these changes. And yeah, so I think that's it for this last patch notes. If you have anything else you wanna tell me in the comments below. This is a new series I'm starting, new channel, and I'm still trying to make videos. So if you have any comments about improvements or what do you think I should do next time, please tell me. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.